Russia, my spirit has moved away for a small season. Your ambition has offended me, says the Lord. Your ambition and your taste for power has offended me. Therefore, I will teach you a lesson, says the Lord. Forget all these numbers they're throwing out there. In the soil of this nation, and above and below, is enough to clear that debt and put us in a place, well, I won't say it, where we can say to, what's that group? OPEC, shove it. We've got our own resources. You've stolen from us for too long. For the Spirit of God says, I will surprise you and show you. For as I raised my prophetic voice above the northwest of India, it was because of mischievousness, anger and grief. A new territorial spirit has arisen and has fouled the nations of the earth, has fooled the nations of the earth. And God said it will continue. And they shall say, this has given us an idea. Steel jets. And your intelligence says it shall never happen, since we have implemented the security since 2011. Ha! And what you have done, says the Lord, is you have ignored your reliance upon the King of life itself, the Lord your God. Now you're at my mercy, says the Lord. Search as much as you wish, for it shall come to pass that I will expose. For Russia has joined its hands to Iran, Syria, and is gathering as many nations as possible to come and strike the Jews and to strike at this Christian nation and cause you to be crippled, says the Lord. Therefore, would you like an answer? I'll show you. I told you within 48 hours. Now it is emerging. Now I will show you. And then God says, as they creep nearer, I will expose them and destroy them beneath the sea, on top of the sea, on the land, and in the air, says the Lord. There are colors that I see. There are colors that I see. A maroon color with a diamond, a triangle. This group has already clothed themselves. And there is a man that has stood within them who said, we will cripple the nations. Did he not say it before? Did he not say it before the creation of man? I will exalt myself above the stars of God. I will exalt myself upon the mount of the congregation of the north. I will be as the Most High God, El Elyon, the possessor of heaven and earth. He said it before, he's saying it now again, says the Lord. But once again, within a few months, you will look and say, is this the one that fooled the nations? Is this the one that had the nations petrified? For God said, light shall shine from nations that are in obscurity now. From Ukraine, light shall shine, and I will defend that nation. And light shall shine, says the Lord, from Estonia. And they shall say, but they the troublemakers. And I will take a little child-like nation to bring to its knees Russia. This man who has stood and said, I will create the most formidable, exquisite terrorist group on earth shall be exposed, but I will pull his pants down and show you what he really has. Nothing. He is impotent, says the Lord. Therefore, as you pray this week, I will show you. And God said, I will be glorified, and I will bring down the enemy before your very eyes. says the Lord. Thank you. There is a veil that is being torn, rent. Hear the sound, says the Spirit. The sound of fear, the sound of detriment. The upper regions of India, Pakistan, where they found the one that terrorized the nations, Usam. There is mischief. They are plotting, planning, putting together pieces, taking them apart, putting them together. Something so unique. That the princes of Persia, the Balkan territories, the activity of demonic power and principalities is at high alert. They plot, they plan, and God says, I have kept the nations wondering. They said, we know, we have intelligence, we have equipment, we have the best. What do you have to find a jet? What you need to look for is how they plot and plan against Israel, India, yes, against this nation, as you know, Canada, Great Britain. Now listen, the Norwegian territories, Scandinavian territories, Estonia. What are you doing? There are those praying, and demonic powers are terrorized. Now, in the month of April, to open, I will expose and I will catch them myself. And terrorism shall take a turn, and they shall say, now we have them, but do you really? For I hear the prayers of my saints, and there are Daniels that are praying and fasting this very hour. And therefore, The battle in the heavenlies is raging and will rage for another 18 days. Look to the 14th of April, and there shall be shiftings that will take place. But know this day, says the Lord, I am the ruler of this universe, and one prayer of a saint can move my hand, and it has, says the Lord. Come on. Before I do anything else, this drew it out of me. I'd been in all week. I've been carrying this, and I was carried above a table with Putin and 4 others. I saw them writing things which I am not permitted to speak now. Otherwise, I won't be alive next week. I am not permitted to speak this now, but there will come a point when I can share it with the right authorities. And I will do it. And I will do it as I go to Israel. That is my duty. That is what He called me to do. I need your prayer. I need your covering. Jane needs your covering. My children need your covering. Our team needs your covering. Prayer covering for protection. This is no small thing, people. It may seem like a small building here, but there are literally millions that are watching all over the world at some point in time. And not many of them are friends. Many of them are great enemies. Lord, I pray for the banishment of every demonic recluse. I pray for a banishment of every demonic spider. Everything that would crawl in the crevices who are ready to come out. One neighborhood after the other in New Jersey, in the Bronx, Manhattan, and Lord, even along the sea. I saw the spider, I saw the web, and God spoke about Putin. And this is what came out of it. He said, the spider's web is no match for a servant's broom. And I know that there are literally tens of thousands of you that are actually getting what I'm saying. It's not going to take a mighty army to bring him down. It's not going to take weapons of warfare to bring him down. For God said to me, His web is no match for a servant's broom.